Morning, guys. So, one thing is very important to mention about mushroom hunting, mushroom gathering, is that besides the process of actual gathering the mushrooms, you're gonna have to go through the process of processing the mushroom. And that means a lot of work. So, when you're picking, make sure that you pick only what you're willing or ready to process, because it's probably going to take you a full evening, depending on how much you've picked, or maybe a full night. Or like in our case, from gathering, sorry, I'm getting my shoes on. From our process, we had a bunch of butter bolets that had a few worms in them. So we had to add a whole deworming step to the process of processing our mushrooms. We've soaked them overnight and in big buckets of salt water. So supposedly the worms don't like salt, so they will leave the mushroom. Today, the girls went off and I'm gonna stay and process the mushrooms further. These are the steps that I'm gonna take right now. I'm going to strain them and cut whatever is left to be cut. And I'm going to find ways to just lay the mushrooms out on the sun, to sun dry them. Now, I don't have many tools, but I was suggested to use cooling racks because they need that air circulation. They also like to breathe. Mushrooms love to breathe. So even if you're transporting them, make sure you're not transporting them in a plastic bag, or even a cooler that is locked will make them sweat. And a sweaty mushroom is not a tasty mushroom. So we are going to lay out as many things as we can. I see that chair right there, the sun chair, the lounging chair. I think I'm going to use that one. I'm going to take a bunch of parchment paper, whatever I can find in the house that I can basically use to lay out all the cut mushrooms. I will do that. So wish me luck. I'm so excited to be doing that. By the way, these are the mushrooms that are that had no worms in them. So we're going to start, I already pre-cut them, and and this is our coyote mint. We're actually going to make sun tea with it right now as well. Look at this coyote mint. It's minty and lemony together. I love it. Very strong though. So I'm gonna steep some sun tea today for the first time, and also lay out the mushrooms in the sun so they can start dehydrating. Apparently, dehydrated boletes are said to be almost better than the ones that are not dehydrated. So I'm very excited to try. All right, let's go ahead and start doing the actual work. There's lots to do today. I've already put a bunch of them on my tray, and I'm gonna take them outside. Let's go. All right, guys, I think this seems to be working. And you know what I like is that the chair is mesh like this, right? So there will be ventilation from underneath. Although I am using parchment paper and I'm not sure how well ventilated it is, but at least they won't stick, because Dylan said that some will try to stick like this. So I think this is the way to go. I'm going to continue bringing mushrooms out here for drying. And also, I'm pretty sure that John and Karen might have more outdoor furniture like this that I can borrow for the day. So let's first check out the garage, and then, or maybe I can even use this stuff outside. Okay, these are all the things you're gonna have to think about if you want to eat wild mushrooms, because they need to be processed almost immediately. Well, first, let's go into the garage and see if they have more of those beach chairs like that. I don't know what they're called. In Russian, they're called shezlong. So, I don't know. I don't remember the word in English right now. Oh, this is the firewood room, and it smells delicious here. And we're so thankful for John and Karen chopping wood for us and stuff, so we can enjoy a little bit of a mood with the fire lit. Ooh, there's no more of that furniture. No more chairs like that, but there is a table. Ta-da. Huh. I think we should use it. We should use everything to lift it off the ground a little bit, right? All right, so let's start with those. Or actually, let's grab the chair right away, with this table right away. So we're gonna take it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Open the door, pass through it. I'll walk you through every step. This step is called elevating the mushrooms. Elevating, many doors to pass through. All right, we made it here, and let's go set this table up here as well for now, right there. And let's continue taking out the mushrooms, because we have a lot of them. Look at all those. Look at all those. They're waiting to be dry. They're screaming, take us out onto the sun while it's nice and sunny outside. All right, let's go and do the ones that we already have, the ones that did not need any deworming, and fill up that long chair with these guys. Let's take them out. John brought us a food dehydrator to dehydrate our mushrooms. Now, I'm thinking that while the sun is out, I can probably just use these trays and lay the mushrooms out in the sun. And then later in the night, I can stack them. And if they're still not fully dehydrated, I can turn the air on and use the engine. For now, I'm just gonna wipe these guys and lay out the mushrooms, more mushrooms on them. So look, they're perfect, right? Yes, the flies are here. So I now know why it is important to have the air vent, right? Is because or drying them inside, because the flies won't want to go there. Another cool thing that I just noticed is that they're no longer blue. Look, the blue left, right? The mushrooms look just regular compared to what they looked like yesterday when we were slicing them. Hey guys, it's time to turn over the mushrooms that are already outside. Let's go do it. They dry out fairly fast on the sun. I thought it was gonna take days, but if you slice them thin enough, then wow, it's super quick. Whoops, one of the trays flew away because it was not full of mushrooms. And oh, that's right. The moment the mushrooms get dry, they get lighter, right? So the parchment paper wants to fly. That's another thing to consider. All right, let's turn over the mushrooms and consider all the things through this first time process we're going through. Oh, it's nice that this one has space. This way I can continue to, I don't have to, flip and be careful here. I can just move them onto a different one. All right, friends, it's been a couple of days now, and after speaking to Dylan one more time about how to properly dry them, he said that you can never dry them enough. The worst thing that can happen is that you are drying your mushrooms on the sun and then you're packaging them into appropriate packaging, and then you come to enjoy your mushrooms, you reach for the bag, and then you see that the bag is full of mold. That means that you probably didn't dry your mushrooms enough. So I took the last couple of days to hang them up a tree in these mesh bags that my friend gave to me. So look at how many mushrooms are left. It doesn't feel like much, right? Because we had buckets and buckets and buckets of boletes, but when they dried out and lost all of their water weight, this is how it looks right now. They smell delicious, and I'm pretty sure that they are truly dry. Now here are a couple of tips just to kind of recap the entire process. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed this mushroom gathering and mushroom processing trip with me. And I love doing these things not only because I love to learn how to do new things, but also because every process, if done thoroughly, step by step, helps me understand the world better, and also helps me to clarify my own thoughts and to receive ideas and then to act on those ideas step by step, bringing them to life. So by doing something like this, something like processing mushrooms, processing food, I actually also am manifesting things in the mental and the emotional, the spiritual, all of those. I believe that this physical process will fractal out into all of my bodies, and I will be able to do things that I find challenging to do in other realms by doing something here within the physical. All right, I love you all, and please like, share, subscribe, and enjoy my videos. Bye.